Rita?
Good morning.
Hi, David. I've looked for that poem and I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry. What ends up happening is that I find something and I read it and I like it, and then I close the book and I go on my silly little way. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's okay. I could see it was a pretty fat book you had there too, so I mean, there's lots of stuff in, it was just that at that point, it just hit me,
Yep. Yep.
and the thing is, since that poem, I've been searching for things that I found what I needed, let's say, to to trust and say I'm okay and all this other kind of stuff. And
Yep.
the whole idea about, and that's it, I've always played things close to the vest. If it wasn't guaranteed, I wasn't doing it.
Uh, yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
I mean, I had all my money in my 401k. I took it out and put it in CDs. I'm saying, they say only invest money that you're willing to lose. Well, that's not me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You're right.
I had a conversation with somebody, that I know here in the village, not really well, but she said in 2008, she lost half all her savings.
Yep.
And I'm saying, whoa. So
Yeah. No, but well, when it comes to things like that, for me, I would err on the side of caution for sure. Yeah. Yeah, that was a terrible time for so many people. I had a little bit of, not a lot by any means, of money in savings. And fortunately, I felt that I was going to live long enough to recoup some of it.
right, yeah, well, that's yeah, I'm on a healthy track myself, to be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all good. It's all good.
Well, and I think the whole piece about risking and failing sometimes, and realizing you can pull yourself back up. I'm very conscious of time anymore. And I think if I'm going to risk, damn it, I better turn around real quick if I'm going to fall on my face and try and fix it.
No, it was
Yeah.
it was all
Good morning, all.
Hey, Suzanne.
Good morning.
Good morning. Pegeen with her beautiful
Hello.
top on that flows in the breeze. How nice. How are you, Pegeen?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm in an interesting place right now. I met a neighbor the other day, and he's been fixing up his house, and it was one of those things. It was so filled with stuff that I couldn't think past it. And living in a house filled with stuff, but he had 5 pinball machines in his kitchen.
oh my God.
I mean, I'm sure his collections are worth, I can't even imagine, but the impact of it all it woke me up in the middle of the night. It was just one of those things, just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. As my other neighbor and I were leaving, one of the pinball machines like lit up and started making noises. And I'm thinking, does this go on in the middle of the night? Like, whoa. Whew. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
Okay, we have about a minute. It was just a really nice guy. It was just hugely impactful. It was just, oof. Yeah. 144 linear feet of shelving he put up for all of his collections around
Oh my God.
X amount of rooms, and very proud of it, and knew the history of every piece. I mean, it was fascinating, but it was something that I felt should be in like a big venue, where you could, as opposed to
Right.
sitting and trying to have dinner.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's not a horrible thing. It was just a very sensory thing that really got me. But with all that said, it's 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I was given a gift that I don't know if you'll be able to read it, but I think it should be part of this morning's piece. Can any of you see this? It says, if you stumble, make it
Right.
part of the dance. And I think that that's something that we should all just really think about as we journey through. Let's sit up nice and tall. And if you can, as always, I invite you to have your feet flat upon the floor. Have your back removed a little bit from the back of the chair. And give your crown the opportunity to rise just even a half an inch, so that your spine gets to have that opportunity to rise up vertebrae by vertebrae, lengthening. Let your shoulders roll up and back. And become conscious of the breath. What we take for granted, what may come so easy. Become aware of it. Allowing the inhale to fill you completely. Let your tummy poof out a little bit, so that you can feel yourself as this glorious vessel from your sacrum up to the crown, just filling. And upon your exhale and drawing the tummy in, for the next couple of breaths, expelling tension, expelling worry. And then again, drawing the breath in. Honoring the fact that you have this ability, that your body does this without you ever even thinking about it. It's not like taking a step forward. It's just a gift that it gives you. Breathing in and breathing out. Amelia Earhart writes, "Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. The soul that knows it not knows no release from little things, knows not the livid loneliness of fear, nor mountain heights where bitter joys can hear the sound of wings." Courage. Failure. Stumbling. Envision yourself as standing on a piece of land, perhaps an open field that's been tilled. It's not smooth. The earth can crumble underneath your feet. There may be rocks, remnants of trees that have passed on, stumps and branches. And you're going across the field because you want to get to the other side. And you know that over there is something that is filled with peace, is filled with renewal. And you begin. And you're walking tentatively. And upon your fifth step, you do stumble. And you pull yourself back up. And you twirl around. And filling your heart with joy, you dance. Letting your feet drift and sift through that tilled soil. And you're light. And you move on in this fabulous dance of life, knowing that perhaps at the 10th step, you'll stumble once again, but it matters not, because it's part of who you are. It's part of this, it's part of the dance of life. Not every path is smooth. Not every journey you take is filled with just bliss. But it's when we stumble that we learn the sweetness of when the path is smooth. Life is that miraculous adventure. and you're living it every day. As you begin that sweet, exquisite journey down. Your crystalline self is lighting the way as you go to visit the Earth Mother with the ancestors standing behind. Who's stepping out in front of them today to greet you? Or just to look at you, to nod at you? Who among them do you recognize as one who has also stumbled? Being human is not easy, but being human has a flow to it. And you have been given the gift of being able to create that flow, to move with that flow, to enjoy it, and to learn from it. Stepping towards that core, re-illuminating yourself, reigniting that desire of movement. Feel blessed in the moment when you're here with your history. Do all the ancestors step back, honoring you? Do they have their book to hand you to learn from today? Feel the strength you garner from those who've gone before, whatever their story may be. However smooth maybe you've thought their path was, you know in your heart, because they're human, that they've stumbled. And some of them have risen up and continued a magical dance. And perhaps some of them just dwelled, remained in that stumbling spot. But you can recognize that. You can learn from it and grow from it. And breathing in, exhilarate yourself with that knowledge that you can dance past any pitfall, hop over any rock, step upon any buried stump and lift yourself and travel back up through your feet and your legs and your sacrum, up through that Muladhara chakra, right into your heart. Feel that beautiful sway of the heartbeat. Feel that drumming of the ancestors within your heart. And allow yourself to loop downward. Bring yourself back up through the rear of your being and feel that deep, sweet oval. As you touch the past, as you touch the points of stability, of grounding, and then with an inhale, reaching upward to the unknown, to the today, to that vision of looking across that newly tilled field to what awaits you on the other side. You're not sure of what it is, but there's something that's drawing you there, to the newness, to the challenge, filling your heart with courage. The divine offers you her gifts, smiling upon you, assuring you that you are the miracle that perhaps you thought you were when you were 6 or 7. That child who could do anything. And now with this bounty of wisdom that you've acquired, you can draw that light down, draw that creativity down, draw that awe of the newness down through the crown, igniting your third eye, blessing your throat, and settling within your heart. And feel that loop, that magical, mystical, infinity loop traveling through you, propelling you as you near the end of that field. Just a few more steps to go. You are not alone. And yet you are significant and brilliant and magnificent all unto yourself. Our strength is in relying on each other, but the courage comes from within you. Know you are the path paver. You are the way shower. As you danced across that field, you are a creator and always the light bearer. A new day awaits. And you dance into that newness. You are encouraged by those who support you, those who love you, those who don't know you, but know of your heart and know of your energy and know of your light. Turn and face them. Turn to your left and your right and smile at them. You have given others the ability to step forward. Dance on. Have a miraculous day. Know the gifts that you have, others are waiting for. You make a difference just by your existence. And I honor that always. Till we meet again. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Tat Sat. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.